Today we'll be reacting to Jamari, the most embarrassing podcast of all time. Akaash Singh. So this was what, if you haven't seen my welcome back video, actually I did talk about it. I streamed on Friday and I only got a couple videos done, but I had a whole bunch of videos that were tossed to the side. And one of those videos was this, but I still feel like I could get a video from this to save it. I'll give you my thoughts around the way, even though I've already seen it. I'll just give y'all my thoughts because that's what this technically was. Here's the situation and then get my thoughts. You just won't get my reaction to anything new that popped up, you feel me? But without further ado, let's get right into it.
Well guys, it finally happened. We witnessed a 40-year-old man get destroyed in real time by his wife on his very own platform.
I can't imagine what you've been going through the last few weeks. Tell us, what's been on your mind,
dude,
what's been on your heart?
I'm so glad you asked me, man. It's been really hard for me.
Hard
Wait,
for
hold on.
you?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Akaash Singh is in the building! She wants vengeance!
All while his so-called friends sat around and joked and laughed at his expense right to his face.
What is loud? What was that?
His dick smells.
No, but for real, you got a stink dick husband sleeping on the floor. like, what's wrong with you, man? Like,
And when I say that this is the most painful podcast I've ever had the displeasure of watching, I really do mean it. Watching this hour-long episode was like witnessing the carcass of a broken man taking several more shotgun slugs to his dome to finish off what was left of his manhood. I mean, this shit was up there with Old Yeller. Now, as you guys know, Akaash was completely dismantled by the internet for the last 30 days, and it was all at the hands of his wife, who would simply not stop talking. This public revelation into his personal life left our Indian friend exposed, so much so that upon his return to the big stage, he had to start his set by addressing the ridicule online.
These narratives, people calling your wife a gold digger and a whore and all these other things, it's a shitty thing.
So Akaash and his wife Jasleen both come onto his podcast on an attempt to answer the burning questions from the people of the internet. And I really do think that I finally found the perfect occupation for this woman, as she can 100% teach a crash course on professional gaslighting. I mean, she literally has an excuse for everything that she said to tarnish this man and their relationship, and all of it really leads right back to Akaash, turning the whole thing around on him like he is the sole reason why this all happened. First, she speaks about the popping it wide open for her roster of white frat boys.
I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my...
If it was that, if he was very true in that there was, why would you still say I was popping my pussy? Like, alright, yeah, no.
Stop the cap.
No.
My mistake. Jen, have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
you can have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
It would be hilarious to come in here and find out you had a huge roster and was lying about being a virgin this whole time.
funny for you.
It would have been heartbreaking for you. You know, you waited your
So it was clear to me within the first 5 minutes that she was going to play the naive card, and it only gets worse when she talks about why she so often looks disgusted as she dodges the affectionate attempts of a broken Gandhi.
always duck his kisses when there are not people around.
No, not when there aren't people around, just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse.
I never. It's like the repressed Indian girl thing where it's like I get a little bashful. I do get a little shy despite what the internet thinks.
So let me get something straight. She claims to be too shy to give the guy a peck on the lips in public. Her own husband, by the way. But then she's also comfortable to say publicly that she wants to experience all 10 inches of her best friend's husband.
I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
Now make that one make sense.
Well,
So, yeah.
can we settle something for the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you kiss Akaash right now?
Okay, prove everybody.
But it's gonna mess like
Bring that ass over here.
Oh shit!
My dude, right. It was overstimulating. It was overstimulating.
I mean, Jesus Christ, Akaash, could this moment be any more embarrassing? I mean, she still did not want to kiss that man till this day. And she continues to blame things like her overstimulation, her OCD, and not understanding simple phrases that she is using frequently in her videos. Like, black man, can you please explain these to me?
I was like, no, this is like, I think even therapeutic for you, for us. Like,
I
go
feel like,
spend
yeah,
that.
it would almost like teach me like a little bit of exposure therapy. I mean, now probably not, but like in the
definitely
beginning,
not.
probably like, oh, it teaches your brain like, okay, this is safe. I can do this activity.
And look, I totally get that Flagrant is a comedy podcast, but damn, Andrew spent a lot of time laughing at his best friend's expense.
Whole life to show
that
you
ain't your friend, bro.
She threw it to some frat house.
Not only does he not have a good girl, his friends are also shit.
What are you?
A white dude.
A white guy! A fucking white guy!
Yeah.
Got that shit, got that shit. I would watch the videos and I would die laughing. As a friend who loves him, I would die laughing.
And the funniest thing has to be when they are literally playing in her face, and she takes their line of questioning totally serious.
Which frat party should my daughter avoid in the near future? I have a 2-year-old daughter. Which frat party should she not go to?
Shy should avoid Teak because they definitely. Why?
Basically, I don't think that anyone there on that couch outside of Akaash was buying her bullshit. But still, they just sit there and smile with their fake-ass laughs and their Men's Warehouse suits. And they even have the audacity to all promote their live shows during this catastrophe of a podcast.
I'm gonna be on the road. I'm going to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm also going to Chicago, Hoboken, New Jersey, Salt Lake City, Washington, D.C.
And I feel like every once in a
My body language experts out there. Is that just a sign of I don't want to be here right now? Because that's what that tells me. That gives me I don't want to be here right now.
while, Akaash
Or
kind of did
embarrassed.
start to let his true feelings out, like trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm totally in on the joke.
So simple and easy, and that's more what I was talking about.
Now
is
everybody
like,
thinks you're a gold digging whore.
yeah.
Yes.
That's my wife for the time being. We're adding shows all over the place. Thank you guys for helping me support my gold digging wife.
It's brown sugar, ghee, and flour, like mixed together. Yeah.
She's actually made a non-cooking ass bitch. This,
Really?
this useless bitch.
Which is like Punjabi brown meat.
Well, I thought the internet was right about everything. Gold digging, horrible woman.
But it's pretty damn obvious that he is reeling inside, and that the past 30 days have been a torturous.
This is what he's doing right now. This is what he's doing right now, bro.
You just can't accept what you're seeing.
Mr. Coping.
experience for him. I mean, the guy looks like he's aged 10 years in the last 30 days. There's also this really weird thing that he kept doing with his tongue.
Me one. But don't let me get other pussy.
One of our fans asked,
And he also kept doing that Kanye meme where he goes from laughing hysterically to the most bold-faced expression you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. Women are bigger on pheromones. That's
Yeah,
true. You
there
like the
is a
pheromones.
way that just kept you in it. You
something
just
primal.
couldn't.
And honestly, I can't tell if he's more pissed off at the ringleader
laugh.
Andrew or his wife herself, because both are equally making a joke of his trauma while he literally looks shell-shocked. And you can see the anger with both on display here when they discuss her lust for her best friend's husband, also known around town as the Hammer.
Nah, but Akaash wants the dude.
the dude.
You think he can handle all 10 inches of Nav? You think you can take Nav down? Shout out Nav, bro.
Yes.
Shout out
Yes.
Nav, you fucking homewrecker. Okay, what the fuck was that joke? 'Cause
Once again, she simply plays the, oh, I'm just the naive, sheltered Indian innocent girl narrative.
I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akaash, not to like justify it, but just to explain like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that like the internet doesn't know all these multi-dimensions of my personality, so they're
Right.
just seeing this one thing.
Right.
So the joke started with like Akaash being like, oh, Nav's really hot. Like Akaash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever,
five this
because
guy.
he's like really
High
like
five.
So yes, my people, this was an extremely tough listen that only could have been made better if you checked out the sponsor of today's video. But
hey, get your bad.
Join their
Get
and I
your
need
bad.
guys great fight about the line of question late. I also noticed that Akaash looks absolutely horrified about the line of questioning and what may come out of her mouth next.
You are a virgin? That's real?
I was
You
a
were a
virgin
virgin?
until I met him, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so then when did you guys get really broke? And why did you stay with him?
2018. Okay, do you want the real answer or the fun answer?
I want to know the real answer.
And on several occasions, he even interrupts her, trying to like shift the narrative, shift the conversation.
But you guys were sleeping on the floor because you were evicted from your apartment. You were moving to New Jersey, right?
Yeah,
This is real.
basically. Yeah.
And you still want to stay with him.
Yeah, I mean...
Why?
Yeah.
I never actually asked.
And I do have to say, in her defense, a couple of times here, she does have some very honest moments about who she really is.
Do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah.
And the funniest part to me has to be when she admits that she is so lazy that she completely outsources both cooking and cleaning when Akaash is out on the road earning their paychecks, something he was apparently completely unaware of this entire time.
Jasleen cooks, she cleans, she maintains the home on a monthly basis.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
There you go.
Not by me specifically, but yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you also will find people.
You do, but not you.
Yes.
You schedule.
But do I not take care of Happy like he's my son?
Of course. And I go on the road, I come back, it's clean. I don't know if you hire somebody or if that's you, but every time I come back, it's clean.
I hire someone, yeah.
Really? Without me knowing? Now I feel betrayed. I thought you did something.
See, everyone's hiring people.
Now you guys cannot tell me at this very moment
Really? Without me knowing?
that he isn't wondering about what else she has kept from him or who else she has had in their home when he is out on the road. Like, how many times did I come home to this broad and she acted like she was so tired, so worn out, her hair up in a bun, all in a frizzy, as if she had cleaned all day and night for the arrival of the Indian prince. You know, something tells me that that fool Nav has some fabuloso and a mop bucket ready to go in the back of his Honda Civic at all times. And Akaash's ring doorbell conveniently goes offline every time he steps on stage. And as the show goes on, I feel like she only exposes herself more than anything else, and it's beyond clear to me that she really sees no problem with the way that she spoke. And she even talks about how she enjoyed being compared to notorious supportive wife, Ayesha Curry.
Have you seen any memes or content that you guys thought were funny?
Ayesha chicken curry.
That was
Yes, we got to go through the
Of
podcast.
course.
objectively
Of
good.
course. Of course it is. I don't got a sound for that. Of course it is.
I also like Ayesha
Of
curry.
course it is.
Yeah, I can
tracks.
see it. Yeah. Dig in the hole again, just saying. Dig in the hole.
But in the end, guys, it was all a joke, it was all a bit, and it was all actually Akaash's fault because she was totally just reflecting the comedy style that he showed her all of this time.
So you're presenting this version of yourself online that's not true.
But you're actually a trad wife.
I was committing to this bit because I thought that that was the funny thing to do, but I'm not a comedian, obviously.
You're not fooling us.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, she's funny.
All right, I mean, I don't think I've ever heard someone talk their way out of any sort of accountability for an hour straight. At least not since the last fight I had with my girlfriend. But I'm serious when I say that Jasleen does have a PhD in therapy talk and gaslighting. I mean, now the naming of Akaash's last special totally makes sense. And I just know that there's some dumb hoe out there watching this video right now, nodding your head thinking that Jada Smith Jr. over here makes some great points. And at the end of the day though, it's hard not to feel like this is all Akaash's fault. It really does seem like he set up this life where he's straight up not allowed to give her any pushback, and he literally treats her like a pampered little girl when she's supposed to be a grown woman. I mean, watching this podcast was like watching a goldfish surrounded by 4 piranhas. You know, my guy never even had a chance. But either way, guys, the day of reckoning has finally come. The comments on the Flagrant podcast are still like an absolute war zone, and basically no one was buying this bullshit response. But I want to know down below in the comments what you guys think. I also want to know if you...
Yeah. Akaash is fucked. Because even if he questions, even if he detectives, even if he finds something up, they didn't sign a prenup. Which means said half she can take everything.
If you guys want me to cover like more comedy podcast in the
So that might. So anyways, YouTube, I think that might be the end of that Akaash situation. Got finally done with the trilogy, so I said sorry if it felt like I wasn't pausing much. It, like I said, I saw it before. Just the thing didn't save, but looks like it's saving now. So I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I'll see y'all later.